Hello guys, welcome back. It's been a minute, it's been a while, and we are finally here to do the monthly horoscope. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Hi, my name is Bianca and welcome to Wisdom and Light, where we do monthly horoscopes like this one, trending topic readings, and whatever that's going on in the cosmos. Thank you so much for being here. It has been a minute. Yes, it has. It has been a minute, but we are back, and I decided to just put all of the water signs in one video with timestamps, and all of the air signs in one video, all of the fire, all of the earth with timestamps. So all you have to do is just look in the description below or in the comment section where I do have the timestamps for you if you just want to go to your zodiac sign and be on your merry way. But thank you so much for being here. We're going to get started with Scorpio. Hi Scorpio. How are you guys feeling? This is going to be a general energy reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising. Remember that this reading is for a big group of Scorpios, so not everything that I say is going to resonate with each and every one of you, but grab what is speaking to your heart chakra, grab what is speaking to your soul. Let's get started, and I have some oracle cards over here as well that I'm going to be shuffling for Scorpio. Take a deep breath and center yourself, Scorpio. Breathe in, breathe out. What are the messages coming in for Scorpio? We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Star card. We also have the Two of Wands. We also have the Knight of Swords. The Ten of Swords. The Nine of Swords reverse. This is Scorpio. The Eight of Pentacles reverse. And then we have the Magician. The Magician is your last card. Alrighty, Scorpio, these are the cards that came out for you for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising in Scorpio. And let me just say that, wow. It's been a minute since I have sat down with the collective of Scorpio and pulled cards for all of you. And of course, pulling cards for you guys is like a pastime joy of mine, and I'm happy to be back. We need to talk, Scorpio. We need to talk. And what Spirit is showing me is a swamp. Now, before you get grossed out, because a swamp could, if you think about like down in the bayou, the swamp, maybe some of you are like, ew, that's icky. I would want to be somewhere like in Bali or somewhere beautiful. But no, as of lately, Scorpio, the energy has been very swamp-like. It's been very quiet. It's been very dark, but it's been very still. And the darkness doesn't mean that it's evil. I am getting this analogy from this anime that I used to watch. And they said that when you go into this swamp, it remembers. It remembers the things of the past. It remembers the things that you're trying to suppress. It remembers everything, and it pays attention to the things that maybe you weren't seeing. And this is one of your strongest abilities, Scorpio. You're able to see things that people are not seeing. You're able to read the room. But maybe as of lately, because of anger, because of grief, because of I'm right and you're wrong, because of the stance that we take when we're upset or when we feel a way about something, we may not be seeing the bigger picture, because the picture that we're painting is why we're right. The picture that we're painting is why it's my way or the highway. And granted, you could absolutely be right about that. And this is what's coming through from Spirit, because I have the Queen of Pentacles, the Star, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So this is talking about, Scorpio, you did absolutely everything that you could to make it work. You did everything that you could to show that you are trustworthy, or to show that you are willing, to show that you are ready to trust, you're ready to step into that new chapter of your life. And as I'm saying all of this, Scorpio, as I'm doing your reading, it's literally storming outside. The clouds are a dark gray, and it resembles a swamp. Right now, they're renovating the pool. And literally the whole scenery of what I'm looking at resembles a swamp in a way. There's something still about it. There's something even peaceful about it. But also, the storms are gathering to clear the way of what needs to be seen. Because even storms serve a purpose. Storms serve a purpose because it spreads around the seeds. It's watering the earth so new things can grow. There's a purpose as to why things are getting quiet or things are getting dark. And it's for you to understand the messages that God is trying to share with you. So a lot of you are going to be getting a lot of visions, synchronicities, and messages that are coming in. But let's talk a little bit deeper. Queen of Pentacles, the Star, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, making important decisions surrounding career, going forward on the things that you want to do. I see travel for a lot of Scorpio. I see traveling. I see moving for a lot of Scorpio as well if you're thinking about moving. Okay. And I also see that a lot of you could even be making a new friend during this time, or you're recognizing that you probably need to be taking more care of yourself. So Scorpio, to get out of the spiritual part of what I was talking about, because I was already tapping in the spiritual side of things, Queen of Pentacles and the Star, I already feel that, again, Scorpio, this is a beautiful time for you to improve upon your home, your living space. This is a great time to clean. This is a great time to go over your finances. This is a great time to put in that you want a promotion or that you want to raise your price. This is a good time for you to really start taking care of yourself, because maybe you've allowed this situation, or you've allowed, not that you've allowed, because that's not the word that I want to use. I don't want to say allowed that you just let it happen, but it's more so of, I have so much on my plate, I'm going to just let that happen for now, but I will address it when everything is clearing up for me. That's a better way of putting it, because I don't feel like you guys are allowing anything. It's more of, I don't have time to address that right at this moment, or I don't have the patience to deal with that at this moment. I need to focus on me. I need to focus on what I have to do to make it better for myself. That's what I'm picking up for Scorpio so far. And you have the right to do that as of right now. And simply because there was a disappointment, or there was something happen. This could be a breakup. This could be walking away from someone. This could be realizing that maybe you're not compatible with this person. Maybe you both want different things. You could even be coming to these realizations about where you're working. Maybe you don't want to work here anymore. Maybe this is no longer for you anymore, because you feel that you have given your all into the situation and it didn't go as planned. It didn't go in the way that you wanted it to go into. So that's why Spirit was showing me storms, and Spirit was showing me a swamp-like energy, because these emotions, these feelings of abandonment, or these feelings of, why is this not good enough? It's bringing back the deepest parts of your healing. It's bringing back up things that you thought that you have gotten over. And now you need that quiet time. You need that one-on-one time. You need that to just process it, understand that it's not your fault, understand that things happen for a reason, and see what you have learned from this. So Scorpio, a lot of lessons are coming in, whether you were at fault or the person was at fault. The beautiful thing about these readings, at least when I do them, is I'm not here to say that you're wrong or the person is wrong, but I recognize that there was a disconnect here. I recognize that something came to an end here. Again, I don't know whose fault it was, but it was necessary. We have the 10 of Swords, which talks about, again, betrayal, the end of end-alls in the worst way. But at least with the 10 of Swords, the worst of it is over. The fight is over. Because if you look at the tarot deck itself, the sword starts off with the page, and then it ends with the number 10. The number 10 represents completion. It's the ending of a cycle. So even with this ending, there's something for you to gain here. There's something that you needed to understand here. For a lot of you, it doesn't mean you're leaving your job tomorrow. It means you've made a decision, but you made a decision that by the end of this year, I'm no longer going to be working here. By the end of this year, I'm moving somewhere else. By the end of this year, if I don't see improvement, I'm ending this relationship. Or by the end of the summer, I'm ending this relationship. Or by the end of this weekend, I'm ending this. This is no more. This is no longer serving me. This is no longer good for me. And whatever that this is, Scorpio, it could even be bringing out the shadow side of you. And whatever that means, that's how you know that you probably should walk away from this, because anyone or anything that brings out the worst in you is not for you. Okay, Scorpio, it's absolutely not for you. feels like you're starting over. 8 of Pentacles reversed, and the Magician, manifesting a new beginning, manifesting a fresh start. So Scorpio, does this feel like it's the end and end all? Does it feel like everything is terrible and now I'm left to pick up the crumbs? No. It doesn't even have to be that. It doesn't even have to be, this doesn't even have to be something negative. That's the beauty about this reading. It's just more so of coming to the realization that this is no longer, it no longer fits me. It no longer helps me the way that it used to, and that's okay. Scorpio, I feel that a lot of you need to change your living environment, adding some plants, taking old stuff out, bringing new things in, changing your comforters, doing laundry, cleaning, decluttering. This is even telling you delete certain pictures, delete conversations, just delete it. Now, granted, I know people like to keep conversations for receipts, but I don't know, Scorpio, even the receipts is starting to become a thick file, and even that in itself is depressing. So if you could just find a way to move that into like a USB or just transfer it somewhere else where you're not carrying receipts, you're not carrying negativity, you're not carrying this is what she said and this is what he said or this is what he did and this is how it made me feel. You're letting it go. Or at least you're moving it and putting it in a box and putting it somewhere where it's not affecting your day-to-day, where you don't stumble across it when you're on your phone, when you don't hear something, you know? There's just something about Scorpio. It's time to just kind of, if you don't want to delete it, put it in a box and put it somewhere else. Move it, I don't know how iPhone works, like in a cloud, like move it somewhere else, Scorpio. It's not the teddy bears, the gifts, all of that stuff. Pack it up, put it away. Pack it up, put it away. Scorpio, something about storage too. Something about storage. I feel like a lot of you guys are moving. Whew. Scorpio. Show me Scorpio. I don't know what happened here. I'm not sure what happened here, but there's something going on with miscommunication. But whatever this is, it helped you had an epiphany. It helped you see something and it helped you make a decision. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to leave this alone because I have nothing to offer to this person, or they have nothing to offer me, or we're just going down a different path and it is what it is, or I don't have control of the situation like I thought I did, or you could be walking away and they feel like they don't have the control over you, so they left you behind, or now they're trying to do something to have one up on you. Scorpio, I don't know what is going on, but there's definitely something here with, for some of you, someone doesn't want to let you go. And it's spiritual. It's not that they're doing something actively. You could be dreaming about this person. You could be feeling like, oh my God, are they doing something? Are they lighting candles? Scorpio, spin a minute. Spin a minute, spin a minute, spin a minute, spin a minute, spin a minute. Because what is going on here? Pay attention to your dreams, Scorpio. Pay attention to your daydreams too. Pay attention to that. The Tower. The Tower. The Ace of Swords. Yep. The Tower is the worst of the worst. Major revelations. The Ace of Swords is thinking, innovation, seeing things more clearly than you did before. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. I had a dream last night, and I think it has a lot to do with this reading. I had a dream that I was walking back into the old neighborhood that I grew up in with my grandmother. And when I saw the house itself looked scary, but I knew that the energy of that house was still familiar with me, even though it's been over 20 years, right? And in the dream, I remembered looking at the backyard from a distance, because that was the staple of that home that I grew up in. It was the backyard that made it magical. It's where my grandmother did a lot of her spiritual stuff. So I always had like this connection to the backyard, whereas a lot of people were scared of it. I would be running through the backyard having a blast because I was always like that. in the dream, even though the house itself looked scary, the energy of that backyard was pulling me in. It was trying to say, we have something to say to you. And interesting enough, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which can talk about a garden, fertility, and abundance of a sense. Okay? It's the card that you want to see in all of this that's going on, and all of these revelations that are coming towards you, Scorpio. This is why intuitively I kept seeing the swamp, because again, it remembers. It remembers your dreams. It remembers everything that you've prayed for. And this is just kind of like highlighting that you didn't see this for no reason. You were meant to talk about this to the collective. You were meant to pass on this message. You were meant to say that the divine, we see you, I understand, I've heard your prayers. This is what I'm picking. This is like the download that I'm receiving. I understand. I know what has happened. You don't have to repeat yourself. I see it. And the day will come that you will get justice. The day will come that everything will work out in the way that it needs to. Okay? Everything will work out in the way that it needs to. So don't be scared of how it looks. Because even in the dream, I was scared of the backyard a little bit, but I knew that I would be safe if I went back there. I knew that I was going to be okay. But in the dream, there was people that I've never met before that they were guarding it, and they looked intimidating. They looked really scary. It's so interesting how that's coming up in the reading. I just feel like there's a part of all of you that is fearful of the next step, whether it be you becoming a parent and it's a blessing that this is happening and everything's happening so fast. All of this could be good news, but it doesn't mean that it's not scary to walk in that new phase, that new chapter, especially if you believe that it was going to be with this person, or you believe that it was going to be one way. And now everything has changed entirely, completely even. So the message here is saying whatever that's trying to block you from going into that quiet, sacred forest, that swampy, quiet forest that only you felt peace in, if anything is blocking that, you have the strength to say, I'm bigger than this. You're not going to get in the way of my peace. You're not going to get in the way of everything that I have worked so hard on. I'm going to instill necessary boundaries. This is what I have to do for me. And I feel that you will, Scorpio. I feel like that's what you're being called to do. I just heard intuitively, will this person come back? Will I hear from this person again? Well, Scorpio, I feel like as humans, we kind of do this thing where when we press the button to say enough is enough, we're hoping that they would reach out because they're recognizing that maybe we pulled away or whatever the case may be. How about your person isn't going to even allow it to go this far? How about that? How about a healthy connection is having an open conversation about whatever choice that you made? It's not, I'm going to do this and see how he reacts. I'm going to act away and see what happens. Because after a while, isn't that toxic? Whether we have good intentions or not, isn't it toxic? I feel that if anyone is doing this to you, this isn't really a healthy relationship because they're betting on you reacting. Or you may be betting on the person to react. Your healthy connection isn't going to require you to do any of that. It's going to be an open, honest conversation of saying, hey, I feel this way. What do you think? Right? And if you're not there with this person or this has happened over and over, set the intention for more honest connections. We have heavenly signs. Yeah, this is the divine, like the divine. Oh my God, the sun is coming out. This is the divine, like trying to pull you in to help you ascend, to help you go up, to help you heal, to help you see something that you're not seeing. whether it be about a person, a friend, your job. There's just a healthy realization that's coming in for a lot of Scorpios. Heavenly signs, your ancestors are saying hello to you. Your ancestors have been the one trying to show you what you're not seeing. We have windfall. There's a huge opportunity coming in because you have let go of so much, even if you didn't want to or you weren't prepared to. Finances, pay attention to money this month. Emotions is coming through here, and then spiritual growth. Wow, Scorpio. I don't know. Damn, it has been a minute. It really has. It has been a minute. It's just kind of like I found out about this, or I gotta move forward because I cannot continue to keep letting this happen. Or you know what? This is where I'm at. This is what it is. It's also something very there's also something that you guys should celebrate too, because I feel that these realizations is going to help you realize that you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. Just because this happened this way, that doesn't mean that this is going to be your story forever. A Scorpio client of mine, like weeks ago, came to me saying, I just broke a cycle. I just did something for the very first time without the need of this, and I feel powerful. I took myself out of that darkness. I took myself out of the swamp, because the swamp in itself, when I say the swamp, it's not negative. You're being pulled in to recognize the darkness around you for a reason, because too much of something is bad. There needs to be a balance. If you're being pulled in something that's so dark but so quiet and it's so close to home, it's so intimate, there's a reason why this is happening. It's like, well, why did you react this way? You're being faced with why it's been happening. And now that you know, you're going to be set free on what needs to be done, how you need to go about it. It could be as simple as, fuck it, I'm moving. Yep, I'm leaving. Or you know what? I'm becoming a parent, and this is what I have to do now. This is important now. I had all these plans. I thought I was going to do this. I thought I was going to do that. But you know what? God is showing me this. So this is what I'm going to work on. It's not the end. It's the beginning. And I have nothing to be scared of. I have no reason to be fearful. And you absolutely don't, Scorpio. You absolutely do not have a reason to be scared at all. Find a hobby. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that because your guys are saying find something to do. Okay? Healthy activities, healthy. You guys have been feeling heavy for a very long time. It's time to feel light. Also, this is a great 5 of Cups reverse. This is a great time to reach out to your friends. This is a great time, and I don't mean by reaching out to all of your friends, but to the few that you trust that want to hear what you have to say. This is a good time for that. We're in Gemini season, so friendships of that sort is good. Deep conversations is good. Childhood conversations could also be good because there could be realizations within that. I feel that for Scorpios in the month of June. And if you're not really vibing with speaking to people, the Hermit card is here. You're probably just happy to just vibe with yourself right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? 7 of Cups, important decisions are going to have to be made in the month of June. And when I mean by important decisions, it doesn't feel like life or death. It just kind of feels like, are you ready to take this step? 7 of Cups. Okay? After the 7 of Cups is the 8 of Cups. So again, I feel like a lot of you guys are walking away from something. But Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles, you knew that this was coming. Your intuition was already telling you that this was going to happen. The Ace of Pentacles, things are turning around and moving in a certain way. Just feels like Scorpios are going through huge transformative energies here. Breakups, realizations. The Emperor. Yep. The Emperor, and then the 4 of Pentacles reverse. And you guys are going to, and the 5 of Swords. You guys are going to be focused on cleaning up and balancing out what needs to be balanced out. So I want to pull one more card for Scorpio. an oracle message before we get into the next sign. My advice to you, Scorpio, is surround yourself with the people that you truly love and trust. Lay low for a bit. If you are going to have fun, go on ahead, be safe. But for all of you that just need some time for you, this is the perfect time to, again, to go inward, to do things that's going to restore and pour back into you. For Scorpio, it doesn't really feel very party going. It feels very, if you are going to a party, you may not be as invested in it as if you were to have a spa day. So even if you have a lot of things going on this month, I really highly recommend you guys implementing something like getting a massage. You guys would do really well with getting a massage to help you release. Do something that's going to help you let go, to break down all of the tension in your body. Okay? Yeah, Five of Swords, because it's just been like this inner battle of whatever that it is. Whether you feel like you weren't being understood or you weren't being appreciated, whatever that it is. We have deep knowing is the message that shows up for Scorpio. I'm not even making this up. Deep knowing is here for Scorpio. So the message here is saying, I want to read the poem here. It says here, intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with source, the consciousness that you are a part of, but cannot see with the naked eye. The message here is saying, know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You're given information that may make sense or may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or the five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The message is saying you're now invited into this sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. Intuitively, I just heard microdosing. If some of you guys are into that, this would be a great time to do it. Candles that I recommend. Candles that I recommend from my shop to help you guys with this energy is reversal candles, the visions candle, and the protection candle. And also I would say the road opener candle, because I would want you guys to kind of back all of that energy with joy. The road opener can open the roads towards joy. These are candles that I think that you can work with this energy. Intention oil that I recommend is the protection oil or the Van oil. That would be really good for you guys to work with. These are like vibes. I have it all on my shop available if you guys are interested in like working your magic. But if not, start journaling and get a massage or do something that's going to help you release and purge. Your intuition is speaking. You're just going to be getting a lot of visions, a lot of signs that's going to help you make important decisions going forward. Anyways, guys, I hope this resonated. Thank you so much for sitting with me and allowing me to pull for you guys. Y'all let me know if this resonated, child. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Yeah, let me know. I love you guys and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.